Lovely to be here again, Greg. Thanks very much. And I've got an actual topical poem here. We've been talking about the vaccines, and I was one of the first to get them in the area here. So on Saturday, so it's only a few days. Touch wood, not too bad, after it. Anyway, and my wife's just had it yesterday. So this is my first-hand report of the event. It's called First Jab. "You're having the Oxford vaccine," said the trim masked nurse, as breezy as an air hostess at the belly of a silver beast. I grasped at opportunity, invest in a slim future, join the queue of old hopefuls for 1027. No pleasantries exchanged. Pass through the turnstile of questions, scrawl a nervous signature. No going back now. Distanced steps draw me close to all that dread and hope in a tiny file. Then, after the needle's kiss, a confusion over the exit, following arrows like barbs on unfamiliar walls. Thank you. The next one is another damn COVID thing, and it's a friend of mine, very sadly passed away suddenly, went into hospital for something unrelated and caught the dreaded COVID in there. So the next minute I see that his obituary on Facebook, which is always a shock, when you see that, because I knew nothing about it. Anyway, we kept in touch for years and years. And this was a very accomplished ragtime pianist who used to teach and lecture at the Royal Academy of Music, and a bit of a character, to say the least. So this is called For Keith Nicholls, Jazzman. We worked in music publishing, formed a friendship. Then, as age passed us too quickly by, would meet under the clock at Richmond Station. Him from Ilford, me from Farnham, for a catch-up meal at San Fernando's. Instinctively we were primed, circling each other with stories, fables of music that crescendoed over tapas and wine. Our partings were just an interruption. Dear Keith, I miss you. As you tore through ragtime, built a sideshow tent from reputation, with an eagle brain at the piano and the bark of a New Orleans song, I left my own trail in the sands, wove a destiny of mind and hands, meeting under the clock in later years, just a memento of intent, only a dream now in space and time. We pretended too much, like joining at the hip, in a black and white diminuendo. Dear Keith, I miss you. Thank you. And the last one is completely different. And this was something that I experienced in the summer during the lockdown, looking around the garden, found this rather colourful spider in one of the eaves of the summer house, and a beautiful looking spider, but quite nasty looking. And it was a false widow. So anybody who's scared of spiders, I suggest they don't listen to this. I especially noticed her markings, like those of a butterfly, sensed her furtive treachery, saw the dark recess under the eaves, from where she came to take the air, and what might be winging there. She seemed more precocious than the average garden spider, legs like scaffolding, body a sedan chair aloft, guarding the meticulous mechanism of sting. I made her dance as my finger touched her web. A split second of disarray, no more than a shiver, like the note on a piano string struck. A week later, nothing had changed. But in the shed, with eyes wide open, I saw a tiny cocoon, a puffball of white, a womb of fear to produce unease, and knew that soon she would not be alone. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ray.